There have been a lot of people in my comment sections calling me stupid for waiting so long before I tried to freeze my eggs. If you don't know, I tried to freeze my eggs starting at age 38, which is admittedly late. But I think these people forget the timeline, that egg freezing was not commercially available when I was in medical school or even in my earlier years of training. It just wasn't a thing. Even if it had been available, it's likely that I wouldn't have been able to do it because of the cost, as this person mentioned. Now, the exact amount varies widely depending on where you are, but also what medications you take and how long you have to end up taking them for, which is just variable from person to person. But really anyone who has a long training path, whether it's someone in medicine or someone who's getting a PhD and then has to do a postdoc or whatever other pathway someone might be on, may benefit from egg freezing if they're interested in having biological children and don't want to do it while they're in training. Part of the work that we've been doing with our fertility research and advocacy is trying to normalize the idea of people having children during their training, if that's what they want. Currently, there is a very strong message, both explicit and implicit, that people should wait until after training. I do think that's changing a bit, but it's still the prevalent message out there. And because of that, people have to either do things like cryopreservation or risk infertility later in life. So what we argue for in all our papers is that we should do multiple things at once. We should provide insurance coverage for cryopreservation and other fertility treatments as needed for everyone, from trainees through those in practice. And at the same time, we need to change those cultural norms so that people can build their families whenever they want to. It's a work in progress, and I'm sorry that we're not there yet, but we are working on it, and I'm very hopeful this will change.